This is June the 27th, the 27th day of our reading plan, traveling through the writings of the Apostle John. And we get to a story of Jesus' crucifixion, or not his crucifixion, his arrest and his trial today. And that's chapter 18 of John. John gives us some details that other gospel writers didn't put in. And so I always find it very interesting to see the things that by the time of John are of interest that they put in. First of all, the guy that gets his ear cut off, you remember the guy that gets his ear cut off? John tells us his name. His name is Malchus. Now, why would it be of interest to know his name except that Malchus becomes a Christian and he's known to the people in the church? They go, oh yeah, that's Malchus. And so that's probably the best reason why John would put that detail in. John also puts in the detail of Jesus' trial before Annas. Now, Annas was not technically in office as the high priest. He had been deposed as high priest, and somehow his son-in-law got into favor with the Caesars. Caesar removed Annas and put Caiaphas in place. However, Annas was still respected as high priest among people. So there's like a virtual high priest and a literal high priest, and they're both family. So we see that's why Jesus was struck, because of the way he was speaking to the high priest. Not really the high priest, but respected as high priest. So we have that detail about Annas. John also tells us the detail of the soldiers' response to Jesus when Jesus announced that that's who they were looking for. He used the phrase, I am he, or it is I, translated variously throughout the Gospel of John, always indicating John is God. The equality between Jesus and God is spelled out through the book of John with that phrase, I am he, or even just I am. But perhaps the most interesting to me of the details that John puts in is Pilate's question. When Jesus is on trial with Pilate, Pilate says, what is truth? And that's the end of the matter in the Gospel of John. Well, the wrong answer is usually derived from the wrong question. Pilate asked the wrong question here. The question shouldn't have been, what is truth, but who is truth? Because the answer was right under his nose. Be blessed.